Alright, all you video gamers, welcome to yet another topside zombieland shooting edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories. And with a title like that, we decided to go with the video game none other than Dead Nation. And for those who had never heard of this game, it was a game where you got a chance to shoot a whole bunch of zombies at a topside angle, which was pretty cool. But to further elaborate on how cool this game was, I think it's time for us to get ready, load up our weapons, and get prepared to fight through the city streets that is filled with more zombies than your average zombie films, as we get ready to paint the picture. Alright, this video game story began approximately 8 years ago, a part of an apology gift from the PlayStation Network after the whole big PlayStation Network hack that would happen just about 3 weeks prior to this story. And when I got my hands on this game, I immediately had to call my sister and say, hey, let's play this. And I would tell her what was involved, and she was on board immediately after I told her. Now, unfortunately, when I told her about the details of this game and the certain things that comes from out of nowhere, she immediately put me on a short leash, especially after what happened in Hunter the Reckoning, and told me, now, here's what you're gonna do. If you're gonna do anything crazy, let me know in advance so you can go out there and deal with them, and I can protect you from a far enough away distance so I don't get killed because of your shenanigans. So I would tell her, yeah, no problem, I got it. But little did I know, while searching the cars and everything, I forgot to tell her one vital information part that I didn't even know, that when going near any of the cars, the car alarms would activate, which would cause a whole bunch of zombies from alleyways, sewers, and everywhere else to just pop up from out of nowhere and try to kill us. And the only reason that car alarm activated was because I saw a shotgun in the trunk of one of the cars and said, ooh, that's mine! And then all of a sudden I would hear beep, 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 beep. And my sister just gave me that look she usually does when I do something stupid, according to what she would say. And I was like, what? What's a shotgun? And you know I'm gonna get that. And then we just had to fight the zombies that came from 2 different alleyways and even from the sewer, including a couple of zombies that would even have explosives on them, causing more of a mess than it was before. Now, granted, we were able to handle it pretty well, but right after we got done with that, then we had to fight another wave of zombies in the next room, and so on and so forth. Until by the time we reached the end of the game, or the end of the level for that round, we were able to take out each at least 735 zombies. Which, of course, I got the most kills due to the fact that I threw myself out there for my sister to shoot them like crabs in a barrel, but I digress. Cause right after we would make it past that level, fast forward near the end of the level where things really got complicated, because we only had a certain amount of time to leave the stage, and on top of all of that, they sent a whole bunch of these crazy giant oversized zombies that could kill us in 2 hits. Now, we tried to up our armor, we tried to up all of our weapons and everything else we possibly could to take on these giant beasts, but every single time we did, 2 hits and we were out of there. So my sister came up with the idea of, don't stop for any items, don't stop for anything, just run toward the end of the level and get out of there. So I said, alright, listened to my sister and decided to just get out of there. Until I saw the ultimate solution staring me down the street. And what would it be, ladies and gentlemen? A flamethrower. Now, I don't know if any of you at home know the power of a flamethrower in a zombie game, but if you don't know, the fact that a whole bunch of zombies coming at you from one different direction than you're running from, giving you an opportunity to funnel the flame down to one zombie and for all of them to catch fire near it, it was probably one of the best weapons I could find in the game, long story short. And to test that theory of why in the world that weapon was one of the best weapons I could find in the game, I would see see all the zombies coming down, including that giant guy that took us out in 2 hits, all going running down the street right behind us like if it was Jumanji. And I would open up that flamethrower and just burn all of them, getting a whole bunch of red and green coins on the bottom of the screen, watching my money amount level just rise up time and time again while I was doing it. And I would taunt the zombies by saying, "Hey, senor, is the cattle brewing? Is the cattle brewing? I want to know." My sister said, "Could you quit screwing around? Let's get out of here before we get killed." And me being the way I was not listening to that noise and just opened up a whole bunch of flames on those zombies over in the corner until there was none left but the 2 that was still trying to come after us. And it would be able to hit me with 1 hit before I had my common sense knocked back into me and decided to run for the hills toward the exit with my sister for us to finally be able to beat the game. Now, the only reason we were able to survive that ordeal, besides the fact that the zombies were being funneled in, was also because of the fact that I was able to actually explode a giant gasoline truck rig right when this whole thing started. And to make things even better, folks, with my Fool's Rush-In strategy I was able to do during this game, not only I was able to beat my sister's score 3-fold, but I had enough money to upgrade all of my basic weapons to turn them into monsters of their own, so I would never have to deal with another horrifying situation like I did again. But unfortunately, after we beat the game, my sister, just sick and tired of my extreme natures in zombie games, we decided to not play the game ever since that magical day. Which kind of stinks because I really wanted to test out those weapons that I could have upgraded 3-fold. And I guess with that said, folks, wraps it up for another Topside Zombieland Shooting of Fire edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories. And with that, we'll be back with more right after this. So stay tuned.